It's so hard to feel pretty enough in this day and age. I know so many pretty people. Like, I know a lot of good looking people because I used to go to a dance college, and don't know why, just performing people just generally just like are good looking. And I know that a lot of them didn't feel secure in themselves, even though they were absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure you know someone like that too, that is just flawless and they struggle. But the truth is that like we really do compare ourselves all the time, and we don't realize that us comparing ourselves is actually our downfall. And when I talk about comparison, I'm talking about obviously feeling like we're worse than everybody else, but also we don't realize how harmful it is to compare ourselves in a positive way, like by thinking that we are better than somebody else. Because if we think that we're better than somebody else because we look better or we feel prettier than them, then if that person gets plastic surgery or something like that, or overnight they just have a glow up and they have that thing that we thought we had that was better than them, then we're going to go down on the scale. Like, when we're on a scale where it goes up or down, it's going to be all over the place. It's not going to be fixed. And that's long. Like, I cannot be bothered for that. I can't be bothered for the rest of my life to be putting myself on this scale that always changes all the time. I want to stay secure. I want to have a fixed worth, you know. I think a lot of the times the yearning that we have to feel pretty enough or to feel like beautiful is almost to feel special, like to feel like we're more special than everybody else because we're more beautiful and we're more blessed and everything like that. And I think we all just want to feel special and worthy and someone that stands out and someone that people admire. And I think instead of trying to find it through that route, which is never ending and has a massive dead end, we can try and look at it differently by being on our own pedestal, but realizing that everybody else is also on their own pedestal too, at the same level, realizing that we're not better than anybody else and we're not worse than anybody else, but then saying, oh no, I am still special, I am worthy, but that's because I'm different instead of being better. I'm different and I have a special, unique type of beauty that nobody can ever have. And they can try to replicate it as much as they can, but they will never have my type of beauty. And that's so special. And that makes you worthy and that makes you beautiful. And then hopefully that will allow our worth to be secure. Also, I think if you're someone that is kind of pessimistic and you see the world through lack, and maybe you've walked this same route to your college 100 times and you don't find any beauty in it, you just find it to be a bit disgusting, you know, the walls are grey, there's litter here. If you're someone that sees lack in everything instead of abundance, you're not going to look at yourself in abundance. You're going to look at yourself in lack. You're going to find the flaws. You're going to find what's ugly about you, because why wouldn't you? You look at everything else. You look at everything else like that. So obviously you're going to look at yourself like that too. I think trying to train ourselves to see the abundance, to see the beauty, is a really beautiful thing. Also, I don't just want to be pretty. Like, I want my beauty to be the most basic, bland, two-dimensional thing about me and the most unimportant thing about me. I'm so much more than that, and you are so much more than that. You have hopes and you have fears and you have dreams and you have your own philosophies and you have your own perspectives and you have your own energetic blueprint on the world and you have your creativity and you have your skills and you have so much. You're so much, and I think it's such a shame that so many of us feel the need to kind of condense ourselves and just be a pretty face and just be our beauty, and it sucks. And obviously The world, society, capitalism wants us to be insecure. They want us to spend money. They want us to compare that way. Our insecurities is their business. So honestly, I'm just doing it out of spite. I'm just on this journey of trying to feel good enough out of spite, because I don't want to be part of your business. Like, I don't want to be a commodity. But honestly, you have so many beautiful qualities about yourself. I know that for a fact. Whoever I'm talking to, like whether you always pet a cat whenever you see them, or you talk to flowers, like I love talking to flowers and like trying to make them feel happy. And I think that's a beautiful thing about me, and that's nothing to do with my looks. And how I treat people and how I care and my empathy has nothing to do with my looks, but it makes me beautiful. And I think that truly the beauty that you hold inside, it comes out, it really does. It flourishes no matter what you look like. I've seen people that are not maybe conventionally attractive, but they have something so beautiful to them. And that's really, truly, I think, because they have a beautiful heart and because they're kind and they're gorgeous inside. I hope you take time to find yourself, disconnect for a bit from social media, from maybe your friends and maybe the mirror even, and explore yourself and like see what there is about you that is beautiful, and see what else there is to you than just your looks, and appreciate those things and notice them and care for them. And then maybe you won't care so much if other people don't think that you are the most beautiful person they've ever seen. And don't get me wrong, I love beauty, I love feeling pretty, I love feeling good, I love doing hair, I love doing makeup, all of that, and you can still feel that way, obviously it's sometimes hard to get the balance without going out of control, but you can still want to feel pretty. But that's the aim here, feeling pretty. One last thing that I think is so magical about the human experience is that obviously back in the day we didn't have mirrors and cameras and all of these things, and our eyes are literally just made to look at everything but our face, and we probably would have just seen a reflection or something to see what we look like. And I think that's like a message from God, source, whatever you believe in, that there's so much more to see than just your face. There's so much more to see than just yourself. And yes, you're beautiful, but we're not made to scrutinize every part of ourselves. It's not natural. Another thing that I find really annoying but comforts me at the same time is that I always look different on every camera. Like, we can't know how pretty we are or what we really look like, because we're always changing day by day. Like, this camera looks that way, that camera looks another. In this lighting, I look like this. With this makeup, I look like this. I look different every day. Like, so how will I know what I really look like? I'm just like getting mad over illusions. I feel like we're looking at a shattered glass, and in all this little like shards is what we think we look like, and we're trying to piece it together. And one day we're trying to look like that shard, and we're trying to look like that shard, and we're just driving ourselves crazy over something that is an illusion. Like, we don't fully know what we look like. We don't fully know what other people think of us, or they think that we're beautiful. That's why our own validation is so much more important. And I get it, it's hard. Like, I'm with you, we're on this journey. But yeah, that's just my thoughts about the nightmare of never feeling pretty enough. And I feel you.